Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am now recording from my new home. I'm not sure if you guys are going to notice any of the... There might be a bit of an echo since, for the most part, I'm in a very large, empty room, which will become the dining room once we have the dining room table all set up. Really quickly, because I have lots to talk about. One, TinyTube Network. Go over and check them out. I know that I said to go check them out just in case I wasn't there, but hey, I'm here. Oh, by the way, it turns out I had some redstone, so I'm going to go ahead and make those batteries after all. But yeah, go see if you're up for some adventure mode on the server. You can check out Calandia, which is links down below for the forums, which will give you the links. And I'm also in the description below putting down the cheat sheets that I have made for myself for the game. Now, going back to what I've been up to. Boy, let me tell you what. I had to have help with the math. Thank you again, Scorched. But I have, out of the last 72 hours, been moving large, heavy boxes for 54 of them. And at this point, I don't think I can lift anything else for a year. You know, I'm not, completely, physically weak, but at the same time, I am not a big muscular guy. I can hold my own. That's about the best I'll claim. But wow, some of the stuff I've been moving is just heavy duty. And of course, whenever you move into a house, you discover things that were never quite apparent before. Like, suddenly you discover that the bathtub backs up. Or what was worse is whenever the toilet backed up. That was bad. Here, I'm trying to get these guys to fight. Come on, guys, fight! Fight for me! Fight for me! Well, can't get everything you want. But yeah, we've taken the belongings of an entire home and shoved them more or less into one giant room in the house. And of course, tried to ferret it out from there. I have to give a big shout out to my friends Troy, Shane, and their friend Archie for coming over and helping us move everything, because it was just a massive amount of stuff. I still don't know where everything is. I know somewhere in all this is the rest of the computer stuff, but I just managed to cobble together enough to get this working. Barely. You never really know how much... Ow! Go away! Go away! Stupid thaumaturgical slime thingies. I think that's what they're called. Let's get out of here. It looks like I'm getting some more lag. Oh, hey! I thought you weren't hostile. Go away, you stupid lion. I guess the bear won't attack you. Oh! Still got a bit of lag in the playthrough here, so we'll see what happens. Yeah. There's about a 2-second delay between when I actually do things and when I actually see it on the screen. Curse you, old flappy laptop. Ooh, some bones. Collect that. And I can't even see what's going on, but I can hear I'm chopping wood. Yeah, for the first part of Technic, it's not very much different than what you might expect for the regular Minecraft, except of course that there's a lot more critters in Technic. Now in Tech-It, there aren't any additional critters, so of course you won't really notice anything there. But in this point, I think I've just decided that I'm going to go ahead and deforest the area, collect every bit of wood I possibly can, because I know eventually I'm going to need it. And just level out this area so I can make one big planting field. I went through the comments of last week, didn't see any questions from anyone, which of course means that nobody is curious about me whatsoever. I'm cool with that. They say curiosity killed the cat, so apparently all of my viewers are cats. That makes a lot of sense, actually, now that I think about it. Oh, what else was I going to talk about? Oh, I can say that trying to set up internet with a company who says, we will be there between 3 and 5 o'clock, and then don't show up until sometime after 7, and after things are set up, things still don't work properly, so you have to call in and say, hey, the technicians were here, it briefly worked, and now it's broken again. Yeah, the joys of moving. Thankfully, after that one phone call and explaining to the guy, okay, here it is, here's what happened, and here's what's wrong, fix it on your end so I can, you know, watch my YouTube. Which, ironically, I haven't been able to do yet because I can't hook the laptop up to the main TV. Because my wife has been pretty much enjoying the cable that we never had here before. Or, you know, at least as long as we've been married, we've never had cable. So now she's really enjoying it. And they had cable where she is from, but it's just, there's a lot of it. You know, there's a lot of stuff here that I don't think they ever had there. That noise, by the way, is the sound of a deer. And that is actually what they sound like in real life, in case anyone was curious. Man, am I tired. I'm debating whether or not I'll do more than one of these tonight. And I guess it really depends on how much time I've got. I don't have a script or anything prepared for this one, or rather, if I did, I've lost it. It's somewhere in one of these massive number of boxes around me. Let's see, what's going on here? I've got trees, just collecting stuff. This is the really boring part. Alright. Let's see, what else can I do? Oh, I can say what's been going on the server. It appears that the mod that I use to make it so that while people are adventuring, they don't lose their inventories, keeps trying to turn itself off. Which, of course, is extremely annoying from my perspective, because that means I have to fix it. Never fun to have to constantly fix things. You know, you'd like it so that whenever they work, and they stay working. But when you run a server, it never seems to quite work out that way. Something always breaks. It's almost enough to make me learn how to write my own mods. Almost. Maybe if, you know, the YouTube thing doesn't pan out. I guess I should explain what I mean by that YouTube thing. Essentially, this is just, you know, a hobby, but as with all hobbies, if it's something that you really enjoy, you try to figure out a way of doing your hobby for a living. That's, you know, the way of getting the best job, is to do something that you enjoy anyway, and then getting paid to do it. Of course, I don't expect that that's going to be happening for this anytime soon. Ooh! Those are wisps! And the wisp is attacking that bear! Poor bear! I guess the wisp got a little too close to the bear. Ooh, I can almost see it. Let's see. You can see what it's like on the inside there, now that it's holding still. Well, at least until it kills the bear. Poor bear. I'm tempted to put it out of its misery. Oh, it died. And it dropped fur. And am I full? I think I'm full. Oh. Well, this just keeps picking up what I can, and then I'll go in. Just have plenty of room for this. Oops, tree grew right up next to me. Isn't that nice? Yeah. Actually, doing the math, I figured that in order to be able to afford, you know, the bills and the insurance and everything that I'd have to keep up, we're looking at, and of course, paying all my bills, I'd have to be doing about $40,000 per year. And of course, with 70 subscribers, there's no way in heck I'm going to be doing that anytime soon. So that's just one of those things I'm thinking, oh, it would be nice if I had, you know, 10,000 subscribers, each one of them willing to donate $4. You know, doing the math, I figured out I could do 1 hour of good video per day, you know, per weekday, and the occasional, you know, nice little thing on the side, little project, if I had that. But, like I said, I'm not expecting that anytime soon. Did I talk? I'm so tired. Did I talk about the whole, where I went through, well, I went through last week just to see if anybody had any comments or questions or anything, and none of you have any curiosity about me. I think I did talk about this. So I have nothing to answer to any of you. That's right. You're not curious about me, I won't tell you anything. Well, that's a lie. I'll probably talk just gibberish for a little while because I am really tired. I hurt in places I didn't know I had muscles. You know, when you're lifting boxes full of books, I think we have, let's see, I would guess 25 to 30 big boxes of books. I'm talking if you took the boxes that paper comes in, you know, in offices, that's how big the boxes that we were putting our books in, and we've got between 25 and 35 of those boxes. We have just huge amounts of books. In the old house, we actually had a library set up, so we're going to have to do that again here. Oh, nighttime's coming. Ooh. Let us see what creatures of the night come to attack us. Let's see. Anything else to put down? Drop a bunch of trees. I'll be back to collect them later. Ah, still a green bird. Let's see. Thankfully, unlike some folks I know that have moved, I made a point of deliberately having the power and everything turned on before we actually moved in, so that by the time we got here, it was ready. Let's see, so yeah, we had power. Made sure that internet was scheduled to come and be plugged in 3 days after we moved in, so we would have that set up. And let's see here, power and electric, trash is trash is part of electric. So let's see. Ooh, I can collect that too. Neat. I can hold it. Yay! I have inventory space. Collect more of this stuff. Don't miss any. Since this is something that you cannot, well, you can reproduce the was it tar, tree sap, something like that. You can reproduce that, but you can't reproduce rubber in equivalent exchange. Drop some light over here to prevent things from coming up and killing me. Coming back to reality for a second, I think I have to say the worst part of moving is that when you need something, you don't remember where you put it. You know it's in a box, but the problem is that you're surrounded by hundreds of boxes. You're not really sure, even if you label them. I mean, we have boxes, that labeled books. We've got labeled books and games. We've got stuff, pictures and frames, porcelain, glass, stuff from filing cabinet. Because usually if we have stuff in our filing cabinet it's already organized, we just take it out and put it in where it needs to go. But even with all the whole labeling the boxes, you're still not quite sure which box it is, because you can't put on the outside books done by X author, or wires for X device, because usually there's a lot of wires in the box. So that's been the most difficult part, trying to figure out how to plug everything that needs to be plugged in where it needs to be plugged in. And I think, excuse me, I think it's time for me to stop, because I'm about to fall asleep. And I don't recall what I'm really doing in this episode anyway. Okay. Well, I hope that everyone has a nice evening, because this old man, he goes to bed, and I think I need more redstone. Good night.